Okay, here we have the Castlevania Anniversary Collection on Nintendo Switch. So for those who don't know, this is a collection of pretty much a great selection of Castlevania games. So you got Castlevania 1, Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3, Castlevania 4, Castlevania Adventure, Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge, Castlevania Bloodlines, Kid Dracula, the bonus book, and the Japanese versions of these games. So you have the 3 NES games, you got the 2 Game Boy games right here, the Super Nintendo game, the Genesis game, and this is a Famicom game that was actually never released in the US until recently, well, until now, never in English. You have a bonus book, which is really kind of cool. It gives you the history of the series, and gives you some information. They got, of course, like I said, the Japanese bonus games there. So let's go and take a look at the first game. So this is Castlevania 1. I'm actually going to go ahead and load a save state here. So what's cool about the NES games is that you can use, if you're using like a Pro Controller, even with the Joy-Cons, you can use either the Y and X or the B and A for your jump and your whip. So I mean, it's whatever comes natural to you, which is kind of cool. I like that. So you don't even have to really customize the controls there, which is nice. I mean, you can. I mean, there's an option, but you don't necessarily have to. Now, when you hit the ZL button, you get the options menu. So you've got saving and replay, your save state, your load state. Each game only has one save state, and then you have the manual. You can load up the manual, which just really controls for the game. Display setting is kind of cool. So you got original, you got pixel perfect, 16:9. Then you got scanline options, so you can do 4:3 scan lines, pixel perfect scan lines, or 16:9 scan lines. I'm gonna go ahead and do pixel perfect. And then you got frame options, which are kind of cool. And they have controls and game reset. So if I want to just keep playing, I can keep playing. It's pixel perfect, and I got a little nice little border there. It's pretty neat. Let's go ahead and check out the next game here. So this is Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest on NES. I'm going to go and load up the save file here. So this game is a little bit different in that kill this guy. Come on. There we go. This is more of a RPG than an action platformer. I mean, it has action platformer elements, as you can see here, but you end up killing enemies and gaining experience points and leveling up. It's kind of cool. And you can visit towns and buy stuff. It's really kind of neat. It's definitely a departure from the original game. Kill those guys. Oh. Now I can come in here, I can do the same thing I can with the other games. I'm going to go ahead and do pixel perfect, get the scan lines off. There we go. So it's kind of cool, kind of interesting, kind of different. Let's go to the next game. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Now there was a recent update to the game since it's been out. Oh, I don't want to save on load. This game used to be notorious for having an issue with emulation. As it has like a built-in sound, like a sound chip in the cartridge or something like that, from what I understand, and therefore because of that, it's pretty hard to emulate. But Since this game has come out, or since Anniversary Collection's come out, they have added that sound chip, so you get the extra sound from that chip, which is nice. Ah. Whoa. Okay. All right. So that's the third game. Okay, we're gonna look at Super Castlevania 4. And I'm just gonna load it. There we go. Now, unlike the other game, other three games, you because this is a Super Nintendo game, you can't modify the. You only have the Y button for your whip and the B button for your jump. Now, if you hold the Y button, you can actually use your chain, your whip. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. And that helps to deflect shots and help get birds or frogs. And this one you can actually hit diagonally, which is nice. Oh. I just died. That was cool. So let's reload that. Okay, now again, same thing. I mean, all the games are going to be able to do this. So Pixel Perfect. Let's do that one. And let's actually put up a frame. There we go. Looks better. So that's Super Castlevania 4. That was released for Super Nintendo. A great Castlevania game. Let's go ahead and move right along here. Next thing we'll look at are two Castlevania Game Boy games. First one being Castlevania Adventure. Now the thing about this game is that it's very slow. Very, very slow. As you can see, much slower compared to the other four games. Now the slowness is not mine. I mean, it's a Game Boy game, right? But one thing that I don't like, and a lot of people don't like about this game, is the fact that you're timed through the entire game. See up there the timer? I got 12 minutes to beat the game, and that's it. That doesn't make the game very fun. Honestly. Now, what's cool about the Game Boy games, though, is you come into display settings. Not only do you have the original Pixel Perfect, but you have the dot matrix, so you can actually make it look like an original Game Boy, which is neat. You can also do the color filter with regular color filter or color filter Pixel Perfect or color filter with scan lines. I prefer the color filter myself. Now, just like the NES games, this game does support having the B button be or the B or X button be your whip, and then the A or Y button is your jump. So again, I do really like that they gave that as an option. So depending on your preference, you can play the way you like. So yeah, not my favorite Castlevania game. It's slow. It's your time. It's not much fun. But we're gonna move on to the next game, Castlevania 2: Belmont's Revenge, also on the Game Boy. Also has the color filter. I love this save state here. Now, this game you are timed. But this game just plays a little bit better, in my opinion. It's a little bit smoother, a little bit faster. And just all around in my opinion, a more fun Castlevania game than the first one. They definitely improved quite a bit. Not me to do that. And again, it does give you the option to do A or X or B or Y for your whip or your jump. Okay, let's move right along here. Got a couple more games to check out. So we've got Castlevania Bloodlines, the Sega Genesis game. You can actually play as two different characters. This one is, actually I'll show that to you. Let me reset the game. So in this game, unlike playing one character in that game, you get to play as one of two in this one. You can play as either John Morris or Eric Lacard. John Morris has the whip, whereas Eric has a, I guess, a polearm. I guess that's what you call it. Javelin, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. Anyway. So I'll show you how he plays. So pretty much just like the whip, but a giant stick instead. So yeah, pretty fun game here. And then of course, again, you rate your display settings. Pixel perfect. Here we go. I prefer pixel perfect, honestly, with these games. Music in the game is just awesome. Oh, I need to go back up and get that. Oh, whoops, never mind. I thought it was a wall you can break. Apparently not. Whoa. Okay, let's move on to the last game. Kid Dracula. Now this game kind of strays away from the traditional Castlevania style game gameplay, and this plays more like a Mega Man style, or I guess you could even refer to it really as like a Ghost and Goblin style game, in the sense that you fire these fireballs. And you play as Kid Dracula here, firing these fireballs, killing zombies and knights and stuff. And you can hold down the B button, which is your fire, to do a charge shot. And just like in the Game Boy games, this does have either button options, so you can do B and A or Y and X. I do really like the music, and I like the fact this finally came out in English, and it was included in this collection. But yeah, you can see it definitely has some Ghosts and Goblins inspiration, in my opinion, especially right here. But yeah, I mean, it's a great platformer. I love how huge the sprites are. And the music's fun. And I like how it's just a complete departure from any other Castlevania game. Definitely lots of fun there. Okay, let's go. Oh, actually, I guess if there's any Yeah, there's no difference in the other and anything else. Okay. Alright, so we're going to look at the bonus book real quick here. So this is kind of cool. So this gives you, like I said, a history of the Castlevania games, which is really, really awesome. There's some really great information in here for all the games. That's really cool. Okay, now what's cool is that now this wasn't here in the original release. As far as I remember, it was just these games here. You didn't have the bonus Japanese versions. So if you go to the Japanese versions, you've got all the games now in Japanese. These are the original releases. So you've got the first game, and the second game, Famicom releases. Notice that Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest is not in here. I'm not sure why it wasn't included. I don't know if it wasn't released or it just wasn't included, but it's not here. But these are the exact same games as their NES counterparts. Same controls, same display options, but it's nice that they're here. So you can play the original Famicom versions if you want. I like that this is an option. Castlevania 3. Again, this is the original Famicom version. Okay, we're going to keep going here. Super Castlevania 4. Again, the Super Famicom version. This music is something else. Iconic music right here. Okay. And then you've got, of course, the Game Boy games. Just as slow as the American one. No difference, but again, it's here if you want to play it. The Japanese version. Okay, and then we're going to check out Castlevania 2. Again, I'm going to load the save state. Again, same game. You wouldn't notice if you didn't know that I was in the menu for it. Because this game's entirely in English, even if it is the Japanese release. And they got Vampire Killer. This is what the game was called in Japan. So we got Castlevania Bloodlines. They got Castlevania Vampire Killer. And you play as the same two characters. Just like the American one. Okay. And the last one here is Kid Dracula. So this is the first boss. Well, actually, this is the mini boss. Here comes the boss of the first stage. Now, in the original Japanese release, I think this is one of the reasons why it never came to America, is that the first boss had a giant swastika on its hood. And I mean, given the way that it looks, given that kind of a imagery on the hood, I can definitely understand why it didn't come to America. But notice in the Japanese release here, they did edit that out, which is nice. So this is the original Famicom version of the game, but with that slight edit, which is neat. I like that they did that. Okay, so that has been a look at all of the Castlevania games and the Castlevania Adventure collection on Nintendo Switch. This was not provided to me by review. It's actually a game that I purchased while on sale. I just wanted to cover it, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, if you guys want Castlevania, if you guys want a really great solid collection of Castlevania games, along with some history, with the bonus book, and Japanese versions, you're getting a lot of value here. You're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games plus their Japanese counterparts for $20. That's not bad at all. It's all on one platform, and you got save states. What's not to like? All right, so yeah, pick it up for yourselves, guys. It is occasionally on sale. I got this for $5, so great value here for $5, but even great value at $20. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time, take care and happy gaming.